Hey, what's good, champions? I wanted to shoot this video because something happened today that just really annoyed me. It really aggravated me because I'm a firm believer that compassion does not have a price tag. Compassion does not have a price tag. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by this. And then if you get value from this, feel free to like, comment, or share this video. Now, for those who don't know, I live in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis got hit with like a foot of snow this weekend. And so many of us are still digging our way out of the snow that hit Friday and Saturday. And so today on my way to church, there is a friend of mine who will remain nameless, who made a post on Facebook. Now, mind you, I've known this person pretty much the majority of my life. She's a beautiful woman, single mother, and what have you. And she made a post about how where she lives, the part of St. Louis that she lives in, she is the only woman on her block, let's just say without a man in the house. And so she's a single mother. And so it's all of these men that live on her block. And so obviously the way I was raised is that there are certain things that are man jobs. Shoveling snow and cleaning off driveways, to me, is a man's job. I would feel a certain type of way if I see a female out there doing that. But that's just the way I was raised. And I was given a rude awakening today that times have changed. And so it was very disheartening to me to find out when she articulated the fact that none of the men that stay where she stays cleaned off her steps, cleaned off her driveway, or even offer to help her kids in the cleanup. I have a problem with that because we make time to do things that we really want to do. We come up with all these reasons why we want to do certain things, and we'll get that stuff done by any means necessary. And then you're probably watching this and some people are probably saying, well, maybe they did it because they didn't know if they was getting paid. Back where I'm from, how I was raised, we looked out for each other. It wasn't about getting paid. It was about doing the right thing. And then if somebody blessed us with a little something, then that's all good and dandy. But as I was leaving my mother's house today, as I pulled up to my mother's house today, after I got out of church, I found a discovery that really ticked me off. Everyone's steps were cleaned off. My mother's wasn't even touched. And mind you, I stay almost 30 minutes away from my mother. And I saw how people offered to clean certain people's steps, but no one touched my mother's steps. So when I pulled up without asking, I proceeded to clean off my mother's car. I proceeded to take a scraper and just start chopping my way up the steps so that I could get to the door so I can grab the shovel. The snow was so high, it was so deep that if something would have happened to my mother, it would have been a big problem in order for us to get to them. And see, when I was younger, we didn't have that problem. We didn't have to do something for some dollars, or we didn't have to do something for a price tag. We did it because it was the right thing to do. And it's no different than my friend should not have had to go out there or even had to be in a position where some of those men should have, at least one of those men out there should have helped them, should have helped her. Now, I don't know if one of them got a thing for her. That ain't none of my business. But I guarantee you that if she was quote unquote offering something that was beneficial to them, oh, they would have done it quick, fast, in a hurry. But whatever happened to compassion? And that's the thing. Compassion does not have a price tag. Sometimes doing the right thing is going to reward you in the long run. And people do stuff expecting stuff back in return. Sometimes, here's the thing, sometimes you're not going to get stuff back in return. So does that mean that you stop doing it? And then you wonder why a lot of women nowadays are disappointed at the men of today. And I had a conversation with my mother, and I told her that, you know what? They know that my father is gone. They know that if they don't see certain vehicles, that certain stuff is just not going to get done. Where's the compassion at? Where's the heart at? And the thing is, it's not about getting money back in return, because I can tell you right now, as a minister, if I was to have done stuff just to get paid, I tell you, I wouldn't be a minister for 17 years. I can tell you that. It ain't about that, because it's going to come back to you tenfold, 100-fold, when you're doing it for the right reasons, when you're doing it with the right attitude. And I just want to challenge the men. It's easy to go above and beyond when you're looking for fringe benefits, so to speak. But when you're in a situation like most of us here in St. Louis was, where people snowed in, people are stuck, people are trying to, get home to their babies, they're stuck on the highways, and their spouses can't get to them because the roads are ridiculous. What is it going to take from you to take a few minutes out of your time to do something without expecting money in return? And somebody just had to say something about it. I know this ain't the typical video you used to hearing the moving motivator say, but enough is enough. And things have to be said. Things have to be addressed. And there's too many things being swept up under the rug when they need to be addressed. And so I just felt compelled to share that. I hope it was of value to you. If not, just keep it pushing, because I'm really not in the mood for any type of negative comments. But something had to be said, and if nobody else was going to say it, let me be the one to say it. So if you got value from this, like, comment, and share this video. As always in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian, Tyson, the Moving Motivator. I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.